controversial new housing development in Gastonia, North Carolina is going to be requiring that residents be true patriots. And how that's gonna be measured, we don't exactly know, but we do know one way it's gonna be evaluated, and that is that they are going to have to fly the American flag on their properties. This is, the neighborhood, by the way, is called 1776 Gastonia. Just if you wanted to know everything about this in 2 words. It's for homeowners 55 plus. So if you are a 45-year-old veteran who flies the American flag and has always considered yourself a patriot, kick rocks, you're not wanted. But anyway, the Patriots will be required to fly the US flag on a pole provided and maintained by the subdivision, so that's very nice, saves money. Each community, there will be more than one, will also donate a home with no mortgage, free of cost, to a wounded veteran through the nonprofit Building Homes for Heroes. No word on whether that 45-year-old vet could get one. That is a really interesting, I guess, thing. Generally, these housing developments will do something like that. Usually they'll have a unit or two that's for like, people with very low income or something. Giving it specifically to a veteran is good. Veterans often get left behind, But anyway, when it comes to like the flag thing and the requiring patriotism, my issue isn't just that seems highly weird, but also whose patriotism? What is patriotism? First of all, every single person watching this knows exactly what they mean by patriotism, the 1776 Gastonia. But I would just like to point out that I have a concept of patriotism. I feel like from my perspective, it's just as valid as anyone else's. Why is it that mine doesn't count? JR, you probably have an idea of what it means to be patriotic. I would just like to say before you weigh in, you're wrong. It's whatever conservatives say. What do you think?
Yeah, there's this, we talk about how people complain that one group that maybe they don't like took over this word. Well, this is definitely one of those situations because there's no, of course, someone's one true to it. But look, there's a definition. I know people like to look these things up. Patriotism is the quality of being patriotic, devotion to and vigorous support for one's country, devotion to and vigorous support. So if you're forced into devotion and vigorous support and the quality of being patriotic about something, is it patriotism? Are you patriotic if someone says you have to be patriotic? Yeah. Do you really have a devotion to the country? Actually, for people who want that kind of devotion and support from folks to be so patriotic, maybe for the strength of the country or making sure that no matter what happens, they have the country's back, don't you think they should like that and do it on their own so it's true actual devotion instead of force? So maybe when things get tough, they don't go, yeah, there's this flag flying in front of my house, but I really don't care about this place.
Yeah.
Which one do you really want? What's the purpose of patriotism? Is it so you can show people and make them see this illusion of patriotism, which is what this would be? Or is it because you want people to actually have some kind of dedication and devotion to their country, which maybe they provide certain things to it because they love the country so much? It's weird. You can very easily just maybe set up a system and maybe have people love the place that they live rather than telling them how they should feel. It's odd.
Yeah, look, again, we're engaged. A lot of politics is, even if not explicitly, about how we define these different words. Freedom does not have one meaning, rights don't have one meaning, all of these, which is why when people, make like entire documentaries about what does this one word mean, it kind of belies a misunderstanding of how language works. Obviously, we all define this very differently. And by the way, there could be other components to this that perhaps will eventually come out. If it's just the flag, I think that's weird. I think that's needless. But compared to what a lot of other HOAs do, like there is a lot of regulation on exactly what color your house is, exactly what your landscaping looks like, all of that. I would file this as a weird particular case of a bigger issue, which is enforced conformity with financial penalties if you don't comply with it. I think it's a general problem that needs to be dealt with. I would also tell people, by the way, it's been a week or two since I've encouraged someone to watch an episode of the John Oliver Show. Their show on HOAs was really, really good, by the way. I would definitely watch that. If you haven't lived in an HOA, you don't know what they're like and how far they sometimes go, you gotta watch that episode because it's crazy. Any final thoughts for you, JR?
Yeah, just last thing, because I was thinking also, if people have certain ideas and ways that they want to progress the country, it doesn't mean that they hate it. That's what we've always done. There's things that have changed. If again, we talked about the systemic racism and all those things in our systems of seeing people as humans. If we didn't progress and change that, maybe some folks wouldn't be as patriotic to this country. Like policies and things that actually change and affect people's lives help that. Forcing it seems like it's backwards.
You would think. You would think.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.